My name is Jetnil Kijiner. I am from the Marshall Islands. I was born in the Marshall Islands on Mejiro, and then I moved here to Hawaii when I was 6 years old with my family. I attended high school here and was basically raised here until I completed college I completed high school, then went to college in California, returned back home to the Marshalls, and went back and get my master's, went back again. So it's been a lot of back and forth, but I'm primarily a poet. That's what I'm known for, my work. I'm a spoken word artist also. And I also co-founded a nonprofit called Jotigum, which is a nonprofit dedicated to raising awareness on environmental impacts on our home island. Yeah. My work with the Biennial is, it's my first time doing anything like this, so it's really exciting for me, and I'm really grateful that the committee for the Honolulu Biennial took a chance on a poet who has never done, an artistic installation. But for me, it's a really exciting opportunity to see my poetry not just on the page and not even just on a video, but like what would it look like as an experience, a room that you walk into and you experience. So for me, I originally just thought of an video installation called Islands Drop from a Basket. And I decided to do some research, and I found out about a Marshallese legend about this giant who would carry things in his basket and these islands that literally dropped from his basket. So that's one part of the poem, and he was literally a giant demon. And then the second part is also connecting this legend of this giant demon with his basket to healthcare issues that Micronesians are dealing with out here in Hawaii and also in other parts of the US. Because a lot of Micronesians are coming here seeking healthcare, because understandably so, as my country had to deal with nuclear testing, over 60 nuclear weapons detonated, we're coming here very sick with cancer. And yet, even though we sacrifice our islands to the US, we're coming across so many hurdles and so many issues with access to healthcare that we need to survive. And recently now with the Trump administration, trying to attempt to cut Obamacare, this becomes an even more newer concern. So my installation is sort of reflecting on what are we offering one another, In my islands, when you go to a new island, you get a basket of food, and from the residents. And so I'm asking and reflecting, what are we offering one another, these two cultures? What are we gaining from one another? And who is the demon? Who is the demon in this situation? And so it's allowed me to play with the form and the video a lot more than I've ever done before. And so I'm really excited about how it's going to turn out, basically. There's quite a few who come to me and they say, I want to write too, I want to do something that you're doing, I want to speak out about what I've seen, because each of them experience and come to the issue of climate change in a very different way. But they all agree that this is something that we need to be concerned about. I mean, each of them have seen the numerous inundations, the floodings that occur from the high tides. One of my youth, tell me about his grandmother needing to be evacuated from her home because it was flooded with water. So I think a lot of them appreciate the work. They're very supportive, and what I'm hoping is that I can give them guidance as much as I can, with my limited experience, on how they can tap into their own talents to voice against this coming tide of this issue, to speak up about this issue. Yeah.